Hello, friends of the internet, and welcome to General Nerdcast, episode number 40.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha!
Yeah?
We're going to talk to you about some generally nerdy things. We're going to holla at you with some stuff. We're going to get stuff, and we're going to do things and stuff, and we're going to stuff in things.
We're going to do a lot.
We're not going to stuff in things. That was a weird way to say that.
Yeah?
I mean, we could stuff in things. I'm not going to do that. We're not getting... Oh, yeah, we're getting off topic already.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to talk about right off the bat is Attack on Titan Season 2 is over. It's finished. They did it. They've done the whole
Oh, so I can go and watch
season.
it now.
Yeah, me too. I can go finish it. And they have announced that Season 3, we don't have to wait another 4 years for Season 3 like we had to wait for Season 2. Season 3 will be available next year, in the year 2018. Bitches!
Yeah.
They did it! Yay!
And before we move any further, this is Bobby.
Oh, fuck.
I'm Tyler. And we're back with episode 40.
We're really bad at doing that. Okay, no, I'm really bad at doing that. You always remember, most of the time.
Yeah.
I think you forgot once last week, but that's your fault.
A couple times.
I'm not blaming myself, I'm blaming you.
Oh, okay.
It's always your fault.
It's always my fault.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Sega has announced Sega Forever.
Yes.
Super Sega Great Time.
Yeah. So, it's going to have a range of different games on all sorts of different consoles, from the Master System to the Dreamcast.
Yes.
Which is pretty freaking awesome.
This makes me very happy.
It's going to be a mobile service on iOS and Android, so everybody gets to experience it. And starting lineup, you're going to have Sonic the Hedgehog,
Hell yeah.
Altered Beasts.
Hell
My
yeah.
handwriting's bad. Phantasy Star 2.
Didn't play that one.
No, I didn't either. Kid Chameleon.
Hell yeah.
And
Dude, just real quick.
Comic Zone.
Kid Chameleon and Comic Zone were my shit back in my Sega days.
Yeah.
I fucking love those games.
Yeah.
Straight up. During the Sega Channel, when that was a thing,
Yeah.
I fucking love that. Anyway.
You're gonna have ads for the game. It's a free service generally. If you want to get rid of ads for while you're playing the games or whatnot, then it's like $1.99. I think that's per game. I don't know for sure if that's how they're gonna do it or not.
Okay.
And then there's like a $2.99 one, but I think it's one specific game because that's already what it's being advertised at on whatever other website it's on. So they have to stick with that price for I think it might actually be Sonic, but I don't know for sure.
I'll be real with you. I'll deal with the ads.
Yeah, it's not that bad. If it does it like in between levels, or if it's just like an ad at the top when you're playing or whatever. That's not a big deal.
I can suck it up. I'll put it down for 30 seconds and let the ad run, and then I'm like, oh,
yeah,
fucking Portal Zone.
It's really not that big a deal. One of my papers fell. The wind started. Your air conditioning started.
Air conditioning.
And it's going to have bi-weekly releases. So
does that mean they're going to rotate every 2 weeks?
I don't know if it's going to be a big rotating thing, or every few weeks it's going to add some new ones, and then you can choose from, or once it gets large enough, maybe it'll start rotating then.
Huh, okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see and kind of poop on our own Cheerios and figure it out.
Oh, okay.
So, our next little announcement is Marvel's doing their... Shit, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, they have announced the Spirits of Vengeance. It's going to have... I know for sure... I remember... Ghost Rider.
Yes.
I
I don't remember. I didn't recognize a few of the people.
Zatanna.
Okay.
And after that, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 more people. And along with Spirits of Vengeance, they're coming out with 5 other comics right now, or during the time frame. You're going to have The Defenders, you're going to have Jean Grey, X-Men Gold, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Man.
Ooh.
And each one of these, that's something we have to do.
Trophy unlocked. To interrupt the podcast.
Yeah. So...
Oh, I just turned Wi-Fi off. That's not what I wanted to do.
What was I saying? Okay. So each one of these comics is going to have a reimagined cover of an old comic from back in the day.
I got it. Ghost Rider, Blade, Damon Hellstorm, and Satana.
Yeah.
I told you I could figure it out. The beauty of the internets.
But yeah, if you check out they have a They have gifts for each comic that's coming out, and then the remaster, the reimagined cover compared to the old cover from back in the day when those were released is actually a really cool comparison.
They're cool to watch, yeah.
Yeah. And don't remember, I don't think they have dates for all the comics coming out.
No, because Marvel hasn't even announced who the the creative teams are for any of the comics yet.
Okay, yeah.
So it's still pretty under wraps, but they do have all of the covers available for you to go watch or look at. Watch, I guess, because it's a GIF. But you can go look at it, watch it, whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I don't have anything else on that.
That's really all there is.
Yeah. So let's move forward into something Bobby's probably gonna go off on, but Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare remaster, is now getting a standalone, which I think we mentioned last week.
Yeah, we've been talking about how it's rumored and leaked and never officially announced. But
yeah, well, now it's been pretty much officially announced, and they're going to be releasing as a standalone at $40.
Bullshit!
And along with how they did for the combination package and whatnot, for the DLC for it, is still going to be $15.
That's where I have my issue.
Yeah.
So, what you're doing, just laying it out there, is you're charging $55 for a game that's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What? I don't give a fuck if it's remastered or not.
Yeah,
basically what this breaks down to is, so the combo pack was what, $80?
I think something like that, 70 something, $80 probably. Okay. Yeah.
So basically what you're telling me is that in that combo pack, Modern Warfare Remastered was worth more to you than Infinite Warfare. Because at a 55-point price range...
Well, I mean...
Okay, 40.
It kind of was worth more than...
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, obviously, because that's the only reason people bought it. But you're telling me that you wanted to sell Infinite Warfare for $40 and Modern Warfare for $40. And then you want to release the DLC for Modern Warfare at $15. Like, how greedy can this fucking shit get? How much is it?
$99.
$100. Okay, so it's $50 a piece. Still, you're telling me that this is the way you wanted to go. This is the range you're in. Is you just want to rip everybody off, all of your sheep in Call of Duty world. Call of Duty land that are going to buy this game. It comes out this Tuesday, by the way, the 27th.
Yeah.
But it's going to be $40 and then $15 for the map pack. So you're going to spend another $55 on this game. When you have games like Crash Bandicoot, which comes out this Friday, motherfuckers, that's coming out with 3 games, remastered from the floor up, and that's $40.
Mm-hmm.
Same price. But it's Call of Duty. It's Modern Warfare, dude.
It's their...
And you have Knack 2 that's coming out. That's going to be a brand new game for $40.
Yeah.
And you have the balls to release your fucking remastered game for $40.
I think what's more of an insult is the fact that it's technically been out for, what, 8 months? 7-8 months now, and they're still releasing it at $40?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Fucking...
I think that's... Well, the DLC part is just a huge insult to the community in general for a remastered game.
It's a total punch in the dick.
Yeah, no matter what, that's just horrible. And the fact that they're still trying to release this at that range, where it should probably be in the 30 range, or maybe even less if they could. I think...
And see, that's the counter argument, is what price could you release it at and still make money?
It's not like they're making a brand new game, so not as much time, not as much work is going into it.
All you're doing is just cutting the ties from Infinite Warfare. You could have released this game for $20, and everybody that already bought Infinite Warfare for $100 would probably buy it again. Possibly, just to have the standalone. They'd probably buy the box. It comes with the box version, right?
Yeah, they have physical and digital
People
versions.
would buy just the box.
Yeah, probably.
For $20. But now it's like $40, and it's like, oh, well, they already have it, so they're fine. But then people like me that I'm like, you know, I'll play it. I ain't gonna spend no $40 on it.
You're not gonna spend $55
$55
on it to get the full game.
Yeah, suck my asshole.
Yeah. No, it's not a... It's a terrible move.
It's like you said, it's fucking insulting.
Yeah. Let's move away from that.
Let's talk about Rocket League.
Yeah.
Rocket League will be broadcasted on NBC Sports.
Yes.
$100,000 tournament.
Yeah. It's going to be a 2-versus-2 tournament.
2v2.
100,000 prize pool. It's going to have regional qualifiers organized through Faceit.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what company that is. But they're called Faceit. So
if you
Face
want
it.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm fucking Faceit. Yes.
They're
so fucking sassy over there.
The grand finals are going to be held August 26th and 27th. Probably a weekend, most likely. I didn't look up when that was, but...
It's 11 days after my birthday.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means to anybody else.
Yeah, you know.
That's my life.
I'm pretty sure it's not on the same day, but if there's the giant robot fighting compared to this, I'm watching the giant robot fighting.
Oh, dude, hands down.
Yeah. And then NBC said they chose Rocket League for a number of reasons. NBC's older school, so they're more along the lines of that's esports isn't actual sports and whatnot. They have that mindset. Reason they chose Rocket League is because one, they think it's a progressing game. It's growing and getting more popular and whatnot, which is true. It's
not wrong. Yeah,
it's still a lot more active than I thought it would be at this point.
Well, it is fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't. Granted, then again, I don't play sports games a lot, but I didn't see how long people could stick with this type of game.
Yeah, I didn't stick with it.
Yeah,
but I have game ADD.
Yeah,
and like I
just can't
stick
with
games
one.
like that I can't really progress in. Like I get to a point where I'm like, well, I got all the trophies, and now I'm playing the same thing over and over
different
again.
hats.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I can't really progress further. I can just unlock stuff. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, so
uninstall.
I think no, it's probably just on my profile. I don't think I have it saved in my console anymore.
I don't have it on my hard drive. I know that for sure.
But they chose it, one, because it's growing, and two, because it represents a real sport. It has the feel of a real sport to it.
Football.
Yeah.
And NASCAR.
Yeah. And
we just go racing.
That's the reason they chose it. I think that's good on them for getting into esports and whatnot, and maybe it'll change their mindset. But the way the spokesperson talked about it was like, it feels like a real sport. It represents soccer and whatnot. I was like, I don't like you. I like the tournament you're doing. I don't like you.
Yeah, like we don't think esports is a real thing, but hey, we like Rocket League because it kind of like soccer.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm gonna say that a lot this episode, I think.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
But yeah, so NBC is gonna be holding the Rocket League tournament. That's kind of the base of the story. Jumping around. Yeah. You have anything else on that? Anything you want to say? No? Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
Let's talk
about
about
another thing that's gonna piss me off.
Diablo 3.
Diablo Garments.
Necromancer.
So, as you all know, if you've been listening to the show for a long time or watching, I was really excited about the Necromancer.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's a new, it's a class that we've all wanted and been waiting for since release.
Yep.
I feel like this is the class that should have come with Reaper of Souls
alongside
the Crusader,
because
it would have made a whole lot of fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't. And whatever. A couple years later, here we are getting the Necromancer this Tuesday.
Yeah.
The June.
June 27th.
September. June 27th. And it's going to cost $15.
Yeah.
Here is the issue I have with this. So they're announcing all of this new stuff that it's coming with. It's coming with like harder difficulty or something, and then like new style of like dungeons and stuff. But here's the problem. All of that stuff is free if you already own Reaper of Souls. So you're paying $15 for the Necromancer class. I'm down for them charging money just to release a class like that. I mean, it is what it is. It's DLC.
Yeah.
But $15 fucking dollars for one guy?
Yeah.
I don't understand these people charging this fucking insane amount of money. You know what pisses me off is that Modern Warfare and the Necromancer are going to sell so many fucking things. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, look, how much money we could charge all the time forever.
You know, a stupid counter argument, not even a very big one, it'll be like, for the Necromancer, like, well, you can play as a male or a female, so it's technically two characters.
If you're watching the video, you know why Tyler just laughed.
Yeah. It's, again, I thought it was overpriced. I'm hoping that it's like, if you pay that $15 and you don't have Reaper Souls, you get access to it or something. Like, if
no, as far as what I was reading is, you have to have Reaper of Souls, and then you have to pay $15 on top of that. So if you already don't have Reaper of Souls,
then you have to buy it before you can get the Necromancer.
If you're playing on a console, you already have Reaper of Souls because it was like the Ultimate Edition came with everything. So you just have to pay an extra $15. My biggest issue with this was, I would imagine the Diablo community is kind of dying down because there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
This was a great opportunity for them to get millions of players back.
Yeah.
And they're going to cut that number in half by charging $15 for that class. Granted, people will come back for the new stuff, but they're not going to pay the $15 just to play a Necromancer.
Some people might.
Well yeah, they're cutting the number in half of how many people are going to. I might jump back in, but I'll just play my Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
That's, wicked out.
Yeah, the only reason I wanted to jump back in was to play the Necromancer, and I don't know if I really want to pay that. So
that's where I'm at too. I'm like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you get it, great. I'm not dogging you for that, because I would too. if it was something that I felt like I really, really had to do.
You had the money to spend for it.
Yeah, and if I had the extra money, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend $15 to play a class.
Yeah, that you may not stick with
and
long.
how long am I going to play?
Yeah.
Because games like that, I like playing with people.
Yeah.
And the only way I can play with people is if I play on a console, because that's where you and Casey are playing.
I have my computer. I have it on there and everything.
Oh.
I don't have Reaper of Souls is the only thing I don't have. So
you're going to spend another $40.
Yeah.
Just to play it. No, it's fucked up. I'm not going to make you do that. So, if you're playing Necromancer, great. If you're like me and stingy bastard, it's fine. We're all babies. We're gamers and we're babies. Yeah. I'm going to bitch and complain about price points. Let's move on to, what?
Star Trek. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
So yeah, let's move on to Star Trek Discovery. It finally got an air date. CBS is going to air the show. The first episode of the 15-episode season will be on September 24th. It'll run until November 5th, and then it'll have a mid-season hiatus, which I fucking hate those too. And then it'll come back in January 2018.
Yes.
The show's been delayed twice,
yeah. One of them was in May, but I don't remember if that was the first or second one.
Yeah, they delayed it once to May. And then because of special effects and it was like lighting and special effects, they didn't like it, so they kind of delayed it so they could fix it. And then they delayed it this time because casting and something else.
Yeah, it was delayed.
They delayed it twice. Yeah. We're finally getting Star Trek Discovery. I'm not a Trekkie, but I do love Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch it. Oh, also, one more thing about this.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew about this.
I probably didn't.
If you're outside of America, you can watch it on Netflix.
Ah.
If you live in America,
you have to wait.
You have to watch it on CBS.
Ah.
So
that's something.
There you go. That's a thing.
Huh.
Right. So, yeah.
I guess that's fair. Like, you can't watch it right now on Netflix when
it
comes out.
Yeah,
when it comes out. Okay.
In September.
Just want to clarify that one.
Yeah, you can't. It's not out here now. So like, calm down.
They want to fix all this stuff, but I mean, if you had Netflix outside of America, fucking just watch it.
They don't give a fuck.
I just want to make sure. I guess that's kind of fair. I mean, maybe it's harder to get CBS or whatnot to watch it than if you're traveling, whatnot. But Netflix is, you're traveling, you have it on as an app or whatever. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like a VPN and confuse and say you're from Europe and do it that way if you really want to. But.
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's start
right.
Star Trek Discovery. I was going to screw that up. Let's move forward into
the
kind of
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So it was leaked. Oh, I put Tomb Raider. That's funny. Sorry.
Okay.
So. It was leaked by somebody. I think it was a Reddit user. I can't remember his name, but it was leaked by somebody on Reddit that the next Tomb Raider installment will be the Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I don't know why I found that so funny. I just
The Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody, like you said, I think you said they was riding on a train or a plane or something.
Train or a bus. They're like a commute to work.
Oh, okay. And he was sitting next to one of the either developers or director or something.
Yeah, nobody actually knows who the guy was.
And the guy was looking. He was on his laptop looking at essentially an itinerary for the game.
Yeah, it was like either an email or something along those that showed what the game was titled and kind of like who was doing what scenario.
Yeah, and the guy noticed, that's the title. So he tried being all sneaky and whatnot, and he like snapped a picture of it on his computer and put it up on subreddit, and that's why the name's out there. Mm-hmm. He's kind of a shitty person.
Yeah, pretty. I have an issue with people like screen looking, probably from split screen days.
Yeah,
like don't look at my guy, don't look at my guy. You're looking, and like that's how you know where I am. But probably from then, it's always kind of bothered me about people that look at other people's phones and computers while they're on them and doing stuff. It's like it's really none of your business.
Yeah.
So probably don't do that.
Yeah.
And also, why are we so obsessed with trying to figure out what things are going to be called and why they're going to be called that and when the release date is and all these leaks and I found this and leak this, leak that. Like, why are we so obsessed with these?
You know what I hope? That for some reason that's just the code name they gave a completely different game.
That would be hilarious.
It's like, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider's coming out. No, it's actually Left 4 Dead 27. We're skipping a lot right there.
Left 4 Dead 2 to 27. we made all the other ones, we just didn't release them.
Yeah. It's like we play them at the office all the time. They're great. They're amazing.
I'm telling you, they're great.
You're not even the same company.
Yeah, right? So... Yeah, no, I think I ranted about it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're so obsessed with leaks and shit, but...
It is what it is.
Fuck off. So... Yeah. Do you have anything else on that?
No,
I think that's pretty much all we have.
Yeah, that's the story. Some guy was sneaky,
being a bitch,
air quotes, and snapped a picture of what could possibly be the next Tomb Raider game.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're interested in that, there it is. I don't know. Rise of the Tomb Raider didn't grasp me.
No.
So, moving on to something that I'm really, really excited about.
Yeah.
So, we've been talking about the Venom movie for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And, Tom Hardy's going to be in it. It's going to be start shooting sometime this year, I think at the end of this year. They have announced Venom's villain.
Yeah.
And it will be Carnage. Ooh. I'm really fucking excited because I love Venom and I love Carnage. I love both of them a lot. And now I get them both in the same movie and they're going to fucking fight. And I'm fucking...
It's going to be an R-rated movie?
Dude, I'm fucking jacked. They're going to... Dude, I want to punch a table.
You want to punch a table?
I'm going to punch... I'm going to do it.
That was intense.
So I'm really, 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 really happy and excited that...
Yeah, they haven't announced casting for Carnage yet, have they? No,
not
okay,
that
they
I
just
found.
announced that
he's
going to be...
Yeah, the Carnage is going to be...
That's cool.
The bad man.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because Venom's not really a good guy.
Yeah, it's going to be two
bad guys free.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like two assholes just beating each other up.
Yeah, we can go with that.
I didn't want to phrase it that way, but that kind of makes sense.
That's essentially what's going to happen. So, yeah. Do you have anything to...
No, I don't have anything to add.
Excited about it?
I do like Spider-Man universe not as much as you. I don't think I've gotten as in-depth, but I always thought, like, the bigger Venom Spider-Man was like, oh my god, what the
What are you?
You're just a monster. And...
What do you say?
You're just a monster.
What you said? I heard that. You said, and. Was that it, or...?
I think that was it. I don't remember what I was going to say. I think
Okay.
I just stopped.
Oh, okay. Speaking of universes, and being Spider-Man universe...
Ooh.
No one knows where Venom belongs in the MCU. Because Marvel boss says Venom is not a part of the Marvel cinematic universe. Sony boss and co-producer of Spider-Man Homecoming says that Venom is a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because Spider-Man Homecoming is Spider-Man's birth into his own movie of the
Marvel
of MCU.
Yeah.
And Sony boss says that Venom will be a part of Homecoming eventually, but Marvel says no. So no one really knows where Venom stands.
He's a lost boy.
He's a lost boy.
He doesn't know where he belongs.
Hey, boy,
Nobody's telling him.
Hey, boy, you lost.
That's why he gets in a fight with Carnage.
On.
It's like, I don't know where I belong. Carnage's like, shut up. He's like, what?
Oh, excuse me. All right. So
that's how that's going to go down. But
staying in the Spider-Man universe, Spider-Gwen is getting her own statue.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It'll start shipping out in the first quarter of 2018. There's 2 different versions you can get.
Two to 4-ish, but
there's 2 different full versions, and then you can change stuff.
Modify.
The first version is she has her mask on, so she's in full Spider-Gwen suit. And she's kind of like perched up like she's on a building. And then you can change one of her hands to either be shooting a web, or, that was kind of cool, or taking a... Oh, yeah, me too. Taking a selfie. So, depending on which one, whatever mask you want to use, or hand you want to use, you can do that.
Yeah.
There's also a masked off version, where she's not wearing her mask. It's going to cost $200. Did I say the price of the other one?
No, the
$195 is the mask on. Mask off is going to be $200. The only thing that's different between the two is that her mask is off.
Yeah.
So you can see her face. So it's pretty cool. I haven't read any of the Spider-Gwen comics. I want to. I like the idea of Gwen Stacy being Spider Lady. So
no, I definitely haven't read any of them. So
yeah, I'm going to get on that.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything else to say about that. She's getting a statue, and it's pretty cool looking. You can look it up. It's being sold by Mondo, I believe.
That makes sense.
Mondo statues.
Do a lot.
I'm gonna Google it. Move on to the next thing. Go.
Okay. So, E3 has questionable security.
That is saying it lightly.
There's a lot of people who are actually posting on this right now. There was a guy who wrote an article who every day purposely walked in without his, or tried to walk into the event without his pass and with a backpack. And every day he successfully made it in without the backpack being checked. And there was 2 other people who posted on Reddit or somewhere where they said, we wanted to see if we can get in because we didn't buy tickets or whatnot. And after searching for parking for 30 minutes, they walked in through the parking garage. Security stopped them. They're like, oh, we're Tempires. We're late getting to the Galaxy Theater or whatever. Or Galaxy, I can't remember which dome it was. Essentially,
Galaxy Dome.
Yeah, and the security guard let him past, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that worked." They tried not to like freak out at that point, like, "Oh my god, he's letting us through." So they go in and they actually made it into the convention without having to buy a ticket or a pass or anything. So, needless to say, we could have gone to E3.
Yeah, and we could have just walked in. Apparently,
yeah.
I have super many issues with this.
Yeah.
Because this, like, what the fuck? How can you allow open public to come to an event like this? All you have to do is buy a ticket. You don't have to, there's no screening process, nothing. You just buy a ticket. How can you just let people walk in? Wasn't there this same guy saying that he walked in, never got his bag checked?
Yeah, that was the first guy I was talking about. He
never got
without his pass.
Didn't get his bag checked. In the crazy world that we live in now, this is for sure not okay.
Yeah,
this is 100% the worst thing that could have happened,
especially at a big event like this.
I mean, sure, it's a bunch of fucking nerds, but
that's never stopped. I mean,
that's never stopped anybody from doing anything ever.
Yeah.
Look at the Comic-Con thing 2 months ago, where the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank, guy walked into the Comic-Con thing. It was one of the Wizard Cons, I think. Walked in with a gun, said he was going to kill the Green Ranger.
Huh.
Security stopped him before he got a chance to do anything wrong, but apparently E3 doesn't have that kind of security.
Yeah.
Which is a big fucking problem, because even before they were releasing public, this was still a huge event. There were still thousands of people there.
Oh, yeah.
And now you have 1,500 people that are unaccounted for. You know nothing about them, and you're just letting them walk through without any kind of check.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking problem.
It's a huge thing, especially if they're going to continue with the open public thing. And I'm not saying people should try and test this or whatnot, try and see what they can bring in. No, then you're just becoming an asshole.
Yeah, then you're just being an idiot.
But they do need to step it up. They changed the way they're doing it this year, and they needed to look into every step, security-wise, added into that. Like, not even just being able to have that many people in the events, or plus that many people in the event, but since you're now allowing people that you really have any information on other than, hey, they bought a ticket, maybe.
Yeah, some of them did.
So, yeah. You definitely need to step up the screening process. That, like you said, it's not okay. That's a huge
fucking problem.
Yeah.
And by the way, it was Mondo.
Oh, okay.
You can go to mondotees.com and pre-order the Spider-Gwen thing, and it comes with a poster too. The poster's really cool.
Okay.
But yeah. Back to E3 stuff. This comes back to the fact that, like, it sucks. This is the world we live in, though.
Yeah.
We need to up the security everywhere. In, like, esports tournaments, because we had the Street Fighter thing a couple weeks ago. E3, apparently. Some Comic-Cons. Anime Expos in, like, I think next week. Not this coming week, but the week after this. The July 4th week.
Oh, okay.
And, like, I'm sorry, it sucks. But that's the world we live in now.
Yeah.
And, we have to have this security. Otherwise, people are going to stop going to these cons. And then they're going to shut down. And then no one's going to go to them. And we're just going to be a bunch of nerds sitting in our fucking basement again.
Yeah, this is a backtracking motion to where the community, well, the big producers or community people aren't doing all the steps to ensure that we move forward. They're just like, hey, I just want to show off my stuff. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
When you are doing that stuff, you do have to care that, you want your fans to be safe. You want your fans to be happy with what they're doing and whatnot.
And you can even go further back from when the Razer computers got stolen.
Yeah.
Like, that would bother me. Like, if I was, like, Oculus or somebody like that who has, like, new technology that they're showing off at E3 and you can play it and mess with it. And then you have all these fucking people walking in that don't have tickets and you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that as a company because I don't fucking know who's going to steal my shit.
Yeah. No, that is definitely a huge problem. That's something they should have been worried about too. I mean, maybe that's where the focus of security was, because E3 did announce some stuff like, oh no, we take our security seriously, blah blah blah, all sorts of mumbo jumbo press release, probably. Okay. All the same stuff of, we do a good job, we have professionally trained guys, and they all take it seriously and whatnot. But
apparently you need to go talk to your security guard that's guarding the garage.
There's you have to take it more seriously. I have a feeling they're focused more around the equipment than the
and that could
personnel, the who they're checking coming in and whatnot. Maybe it was more, they totally know to block off this room with all the servers or all the whatnots.
Not a good excuse.
No, it's not. But that could have been what their focus was. So
regardless, E3 fucking blew it. The ESA, I think, is the company that does it. They fucked up hard. And if they're going to keep allowing the general public in, they're going to have to step it up. Mm-hmm. Because if this happens again next year, I can tell you companies are going to start dropping off. Because this is a huge breach of their security as well.
No, it's going to be someone read all this stuff this year and tries something next year.
Then that's what's going to happen. And then if it works, then... Yeah. If I'm somebody that's going to those events, I'm like, I'm not going next year.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Also, have better security.
That too. I don't have anything else to say on that.
Yeah, I've ranted enough on it. So let's move on to something cool.
Okay.
Star Wars Bar in Los Angeles. It's very loosely based on the Cantina on Tatooine. And loosely, I say loosely based because they couldn't do it 100% because... copyrights. But all of the bartenders and stuff are in cosplay. If you show up in cosplay, I think you get like a free drink or something.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you show up as one of the characters. But if you show up as a droid character, they yell at you.
What?
Yeah, like in the movie when he says, "Hey, your droids have to wait outside. We don't serve their kind here." Like they'll do that to you if you're dressed up as a droid and show up.
Oh, that's funny.
Originally, it was supposed to shut down June. I think it was supposed to be shut down now, but because of its popularity, they're extending it to the end of July.
That's pretty cool. Hopefully they're able to just keep it going. I think that would be cool.
Well, the thing with bars like this is like a new thing that bars are doing. Like people are doing. They call them pop-up bars.
Oh.
They just pop up a themed bar for a month, and then they bring it down, and then go somewhere else and do another one.
Oh.
But this one was so popular and it was doing so well that they were like, we'll keep going.
Yeah.
If you live in the LA area, you should look into this.
That'd be cool to visit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going.
Not going all the way to LA.
No.
I'm sorry.
Not going to do that.
If I was in the LA area, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to do this right now. Fuck the podcast, we're going. But yeah, if you live in the LA area, you should look it up and go do it because it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. More on the Star Wars front, or to continuing. There's a Han Solo standalone film. I don't know where the story's going to be based, but 2 of the directors previously left with, I think, in the last couple weeks. And for a while, they were looking at a couple different directors. Ron Howard, that's the correct name?
Yes.
Was one of the considerations. They had a couple on a list of people they were considering, but he was one of the main ones they were considering. And
he was the top pick for the Han Solo movie.
Yeah. And recently, he just got the part for director.
Yeah, so the original 2 directors left. They were like, we want Ron Howard. Now Ron Howard is the director.
Yes.
So I don't know how much filming time they missed without a director. I can't be more than like a week, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I think they're pretty set on when they want this to come out. They want it for May 25th of 2018. So they didn't waste any time moving forward with the process of getting him into the position for director.
Perfect.
So now they just have to have him feel out the story, see what he wants to change or move forward with, or have rewrit or whatnot. But I mean, he has previous experience in Star Wars universe, so he'll probably be a good fit. I have no idea which part of Han Solo's story this is going to focus around.
Nobody really knows. It's just going to be young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Before you meet him in the cantina in Tatooine.
Okay, so that kind of.
And I think how he met Chewbacca, and I think they're going to try to explain.
They're going to do like an origin.
How Chewbacca, or how Han Solo saved Chewbacca's life. And like that's how come Chewbacca's like soul-bound to Han Solo.
Well, that'd be cool.
Those were the rumors, but I can't confirm nor deny. So,
that'd be a good
that's the thing,
one.
baby. Gonna get Han Solo, finger bang, bang. All right. So
that's like one of your new things, isn't it?
It is.
Right.
I love doing it. So, moving on. After about 2 months of the Switch being the #1 selling console in America, the PS4 is back on top, bitch.
Yeah. So for the 2 months,
PS4 Master Race.
It was in the first place spot. Nobody knows for sure like how much PS4 took over in the month of May, but
7 million.
Doubt it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. But PS4 took over in the place. We'll probably see Switch jump back up, possibly when the
when people can find them.
Well, that and when the bundle comes out, the Splatoon 2 bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else. I mean, if we're talking about sales in general, software and total sales was actually down this year for like consoles and games and whatnot a little bit.
Huh.
But
go figure.
Yeah. But I think the hardware was selling better than software this year.
Suck it, software. We want the hardware.
Just give us new stuff.
Yo. Tyler wants new stuff. I just found out about that.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, yeah, that's it. We're going to move on to Pokemon Go.
Okay.
So, people are still playing this, apparently.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's still being played a lot. Like, a lot. But they just released a big update. This is kind of the update that we thought the game was going to come with.
Oh, yeah.
It was going to, this is what the game should have launched with.
Yeah.
Co-op raids, and you actually get badges now, and I need you to take over because I can't remember everything.
Yeah, you can get badges. You can do raids on. They'll have raids for. Essentially, I don't want to use the word legendary Pokemon, but just harder Pokemon where a solo person can't really catch them very easily. So they're gonna have raids on those harder Pokemon, and then raids on gyms for like it's gonna be taken over in a raid scenario.
Wait, like a guy named Jim?
Yeah, a guy named Jim is gonna take over the gym, and he's gonna do some gym stuff.
Wait, so Jim is gonna take over Jim for the gym?
Yeah.
To be the gym?
Yeah.
Leader?
Yeah.
So is he just trying to be the best Jim?
He's doing it.
Huh.
So I don't know how exactly this one's going to work out, but either it's going to be a stronger team put into the gym where you can actually raid on it, or maybe that's where the harder Pokemon are going to appear and that gym battle will be unavailable for the time. Possibly, I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but you can have up to 20 people in a raid, and in order to join the raid, you have to have a raid pass, which you get from gyms somehow. Or if you already used yours or you want to stock up on them, you could just buy raid passes with real money.
Oh, real money dollars.
Yeah.
Great.
But I feel like there was something else. Oh yeah, for gym Pokemon, this is back to just the gym scenario, not the raid scenario. Well, actually, one more thing on the raiding one. Sorry. My brain is jumping back and forth. I apologize. If you can beat the Pokemon in 5 minutes in the raid scenario, you have a chance of capturing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
To the gym scenario, what they're adding with gyms is the Pokemon who are in the gym are gonna have a motivation meter essentially, and just in case you're a person who can't fully beat that gym, you are actually wearing the Pokemon down, so their motivation is going to go down even if you didn't beat the gym.
Okay.
So if your team's doing a gym battle and it's just an incredibly hard gym, like 5 people wear down the Pokemon, the next guy comes in and he's able to take him out, then you'll probably get to take it over. Granted, I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while, so I don't remember how full-on gym scenarios work, but they're going to have motivation meters to where the Pokemon can get worn down at each battle. Every time one of the Pokemon gets beat, its morale goes down. But the people who have the Pokemon in the gyms can boost the morale of their Pokemon by feeding them berries, which will be available at the Pokestops and everything.
Cool. So, my big issue with this update is the way that they released it.
Yes.
They didn't release it to everybody all at once. They released it to certain players and then kind of expanded from there. I feel like that's kind of a shitty way to do it, because then these people that got it first have this weird advantage on people that don't have it. It's available now. If you're still playing Pokemon Go, you probably already know.
Yeah.
It really bothers me the way they released it. It just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I think what I would want to know on that is how they selected the people who got the update first.
Yeah.
Whether it's they sent out an email to everybody or a notification when you logged into Pokemon Go or whatever it was towards everybody, be like, hey, sign up for this. We're picking a few people who can get the update out to test it for us or whatever.
Yeah.
If they did it that way as a beta thing where they had chose certain people or whatnot who
if you had
hours who signed up for it or something.
Yeah, if you had an opportunity to sign up, then
it's a little bit better.
Yeah, but
from the way it's portrayed it just kind of sounds like, hey, we're going to pick 100 people in this area, 100 people in that area.
And then slowly kind of expand from there.
Yeah, that's kind of how it sounds like they're doing it.
Pretty shitty, bros. But, whatever. It's Niantic and it's their business and it's what they're doing. A good thing that they're doing... a good thing that they're doing is that they're labeling cheaters.
Yes.
If you're using any kind of third-party app or something that catches Pokemon for you, anything like that... any of those Pokemon are getting marked by a red slash across the Pokemon.
Yeah. So, third-party app slash, and it's kind of like a faint mark, but you can see it if you're looking at it. I was looking at pictures and whatnot. It doesn't it's not a giant red bar in front of your Pokemon or anything.
It's circle and then slash.
that one.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you.
It's just like a faint red slash, and your Pokemon, if it pretty much means you caught it with a third-party app, somehow, some way, whether it's just finding or actual catching, and if you transfer it to the professor, you won't get any rare candies for it.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. One thing that they didn't look into is, or maybe they still have to update it, they didn't notice it, is when the Pokemon evolves, it goes away.
Yeah.
The red slash goes away, and the Pokemon is free to do whatever you want with it.
I couldn't find anything saying like what the red slash Pokemon can and can't do.
Essentially, the red Pokemon, or the slashed Pokemon will misbehave when you have it, and then the transfer thing. Essentially, that's what it is.
I saw that one. I just didn't know like what it did in game.
Yeah, in game it misbehaves. So I think they have Pokemon battles now, or whatever it is, with gym battles or whatever. So maybe during the gym battle, your Pokemon will be like, "I'm just gonna take a nap." Or,
so like Pikachu in the first like 10 episodes.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the Pokemon has a chance of pretty much screwing with the trainer.
Cool. So, I like that.
Yeah.
I want cheaty Pokemon just so it'll do a different thing.
I'm going
every
to
single
purposely
time.
cheat so I can get these Pokemon. It could be something funny like that where he just fucks around, or ends up doing a super strong attack, and then the next battle you go in and gets his ass kicked because he's not really that strong.
And see, that adds a lot of variety, and I'm into that. So I'm going to go check cheater. I'm going to go catch cheater Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
can I just turn on cheating?
Yes.
All of them.
Is there a button for that? So this has been episode 40 of your General Nerdcast.
Yes.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, would like to talk to us about anything we talked about, you can email us at generalnerdcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
We also have a Facebook page, General Nerdcast. We have Twitter. You can add us at General Nerdcast.
Yeah.
We do have a Patreon page if you want to help us out and kind of grow, be able to do more stuff, quit my job, be able to do this more of a full-time thing. You can help us out by going to patreon.com. You can search us, General Nerdcast. We're on there.
Yeah, I think
that pretty much covers everything, yeah. Tyler's yawning. You a tired boy?
A little bit.
Oh.
I'm always tired.
Oh, poor baby. He's okay.
Let us know what you thought. If there's anything you wanted us to expand upon with the topics we talked about. I don't know what you're doing.
Tri-beam.
Okay. Yeah, look us up at General Nerdcast and see what you like about us.
Finger bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen to us in the morning, hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your breakfast. If you listen to us in the afternoon, hope you had a great breakfast and a great lunch. If you listen to us in the evening, make sure you're not doing it while you're eating dinner. Make dinner, listen, great. Eat dinner while you listen, bad. If you listen to us right before you go to bed, have wonderful dreams, and stay sexy, motherfuckers. No, I'm not allowed to say that.
Smooches.
Alright. We have this bitch.